Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today we are in Sunnyvale, Texas again, looking at this beautiful luxury estate for sale. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to our good friend Nick Mirza with Texas Alley Real Estate Group for allowing us to tour his beautiful listing and bringing it to the channel. This one is a stunner. Okay, so this one on the exterior, you can see we already have the outdoor lanterns positioned there, but we have stucco, you have the natural stone, as well as some wood paneling on the exterior, adding some character to it. Over here to the right, you are going to have a 3-car side entry garage with the frosted privacy glass. The cool thing about this home is you see that we have the recessed lights at least surrounding the entire property, so it really illuminates this home. And really at nighttime, this is the best time to see it because it really stands out, right? So this one is situated on 1.1 acres. The cool thing over here to the left is you actually have a pond that is accessible, and you have great views from the second floor balcony. We'll get to that a little bit later on. You also have this curved driveway, plenty of space, great landscaping. This one is for sale as we speak for $2.2 million, and this one can be yours. And in fact, they have some interest on the property right now, so it'd be best to go ahead and take advantage while you can. Now, you head over here, you see you have this long front porch here. Then you walk into the front porch and you see that the stucco extends in there, as well as the natural stone. And you can just imagine, look how large this entryway is. Fantastic. So it's covered. Then you have the recessed lights again, and then of course the landscaping surrounding the property. Cool thing about this is you have this massive pivot door, but you also have the frosted privacy glass, not only in the door, but surrounding the door as well. And then once you walk in, look at this. Look how lit this is. 2-story foyer, beautiful LED chandelier. You can see straight ahead and head into your great room with which you will have the 2-story ceilings in there as well. Now, you look over here to the left. This is going to be your formal area. So there's a formal dining adjacent to this, and you have a designated study. We'll get to that a little bit later on. So this is more than likely going to be used as your formal dining because you have plenty of space in the family room, as you'll see a little bit later on in the tour. So what you see is that you have the LED light fixture, you have recessed lights, coffered ceilings, tall windows. This is a smart house, so automation galore, voice control, you name it, this home has it. Now look how spacious and open this is, and the fact that you're on 1.1 acres, just the icing on the cake. So you can see the front door here from the inside. Then you can see how tall that extends up there. Love that they added that window right above our front door. Now you head over here and you see the coffered ceilings extends in here, as well as the LED chandelier. But then you have the tall windows inside of here, tall baseboards, not to mention the wood flooring, neutral colors, and that's what you get in here. Look at this. Now you see straight ahead, that's going to be our study. We'll get to that in a second. You head over here and you see that you have a nice little dry bar area. So you have some additional cabinetry up there. I highly recommend that you have a ladder right here, because I don't know, unless you're 7'9", shack size, I don't know if you get up there. Oh, but you see the quartz, the countertops that extend, so you have that backsplash as well. Then you have the frameless cabinetry, and you'll see that throughout here. At least throughout the tour. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure we surround the entire perimeter. So since we're already over here, we might as well take a look here. So look how spacious this is. You see that you have the 12-foot ceilings in here with the recessed lights. So the one thing that you are noticing, at least the common theme in here, is the amount of LED lights surrounding this property, interior and exterior. So extremely lit up. The cool thing about that is that you have a ton of windows in here. So during the daytime, you don't have to worry about having all these lights on and worrying about your energy bill, right? Okay, so now heading into the ensuite, you see that this is going to be the guest suite. You have some unique cabinetry there. You have the automatic mirror. You got your window over there with some shutters, and then the walk-in shower. So this is going to be a 0 threshold. You see you have 2 additional recessed lights there. Got the rain shower head, got your black shower valve as well as the shower wand. And look at that 0 threshold. Now I have to try to open these up. Okay, look at that. So you can see inside of there, really unique design. Haven't seen that cabinetry before, but really unique. And then you got your smart toilets over here as well. So I showed another home by the, at least that he had listed. And you might see some similarities inside of here, like as far as the built-ins, some of the cabinetry, some of the themes, especially the theater room. Once we hit that theater room, if you've been a viewer of the channel over the last week or two, you're definitely going to see some commonalities. Okay, so we saw that guest suite. So you come in here, you only have to walk about 10 steps and you head to that guest suite and you are good to go. Now, let's take a look at our study here. So you see, we already have the shutters inside of here. And then if I show you on this side, look at this. You got your built-ins from floor to ceiling, some additional cabinetry up there, frameless cabinets, but then you also have the under cabinet lighting under each shelf. So you can imagine your entire book collection right there would be fantastic. And if you're not a book reader, just get a couple of them. It looks a little spazzy. And it won't hurt, trust me. But I love our French doors. And then you also notice that the French doors here, you have the frosted glass inside of there as well. And of course, it's going to be a storage closet. You got your electrical box over here, but it continues all the way right there. Like I said, there's cameras inside, outside. You can control it from your phone, voice. You can be away and not have to worry about anything. And like I said in the beginning of the video, or I believe I said it, but it's a gated community, right? So some extra protection. Don't have to worry about people being in here that's not supposed to be in here. Okay, so look at this. This is our powder bath. You see we have the floating vanity, unique mirror framing right there. That's pretty interesting. Haven't seen that before, but you can see that you can control that with your finger. And you have the black toilet. So let me know in the comments below, do you like the black toilets? Would you buy this home based on what you've seen so far? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, now look at this. Okay, what I want to do is let me do a full pan for you so that way you can see the full depth of this room from the kitchen to the great room, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start in the kitchen. So you might notice that theme right there with our pendant lights right above our waterfall countertops. You see the quartz backsplash. You have the frameless cabinetry that extends all the way here. So you got all the stacked cabinets that you need. Oversized stainless steel refrigerator. Look how open and spacious this is. Wow. And then you can see some accents as far as, the cabinetry, at least surrounding the entire island. But look at that. So the theme that I'm getting is futuristic. And let me know if you would agree with that. Just very modern, extremely contemporary, living in the future. It's funny because there was, when the whole TikTok thing happened and the ban and stuff, people started going to over to like a red note or something. And then people were just saying how futuristic, they were living over there in China and stuff. So that's all I can say. This is extremely futuristic. But you see that we have the Samsung oven over here. That's all controlled from your phone, even the cooktop Samsung. And then look at that, you got your stainless steel, or it looks like brushed nickel as far as that pot filler is concerned, but extremely sleek. Let me open up some of these drawers for you so you can see full depth. Look, we already got some snacks over there. So we got soft closing. Then you got your stainless steel dishwasher, nice deep sink there, and you can imagine just hanging out here. Okay, now let's go ahead and get to our great room. I'm gonna pan you up and you see the coffered ceiling theme continues in here. Beautiful LED chandelier. Look at that. So we've seen that in every single room, at least the common areas. Floor to ceiling, fireplace. I love that. Look at that. You already got a nice 85-inch TV already built in, complimentary, right? Look at that. So the cool thing is, from this angle, you can see we have the chrome railings, but you can see the second level, which we'll get to a little bit later on. But love how open and spacious this is. I wish you might be able to see it. We always end the tour in the back, but let me open this up. Look at that. So you can see you already have the iron fence surrounding this, but you see the views are perfect. We'll go out there a little bit later on. Let me make sure you see every single angle possible. Okay, so let's continue, but before we do, I know you want to see what's going on in the refrigerator. Let me get you there. Look at that. Look how spacious this is. If you can't fit your groceries in there, if you have too many groceries, I mean, goodness gracious, we need to have a chat. All right, so we'll continue over here. So straight ahead, let me just pan you. I don't want to keep turning you around or anything like that. I want to make sure that you see every single angle. So you head over here, you see your additional, countertops with your cabinetry. So more of kind of like a butler's pantry, I guess you can say. And then you see your pantry here. You got your wood shelving surrounding the entire pantry. So a ton of shelving space available. And then you have the prep area right here to complement it. So love that. And there's more like the open mud room. You got your racks right there, or not your racks, your hooks. And then you got some additional lower drawers right there. But look at this. Okay, nice utility room. So from wall to wall, you see we're flooded with cabinets, right? So we have a ton of storage available. You already got your washer and dryer hookup, or the washer and dryer itself. You already have the appliances inside of here. Like I said, this is ready to go, ready to be sold, but I love that we have a ton of counter space. The quartz extends in here. And you see we have an additional sink. You got the open cubbies straight ahead right there to the left. Then you got the lower drawers and the lower cabinets. Plenty of storage. All right, so let's open this up. So you already see that we have the epoxy flooring ready to go. We got the weed whacker over there. But I love how much space you get inside of this garage here. And trust me, I'm still working on, I found a program that could add some animation as far as some of the furniture in here and things like that. I think it would just look fantastic if we added some animation, but I don't want it like looking, too completely animated where it doesn't look real, but something that you can really visualize things. One thing I want to point out as well is you already have your built-in speakers ready to go right here on both sides of your fireplace. So that's going to be a perfect surround sound. Any new movies come out, you can go ahead and watch those. I mean, I know we're streaming things now. We don't have no DVDs. But let me know in the comments if you still have a DVD player, if you used it recently. Okay, so here is our primary suite. You have the LED ceiling fan. You have, let's count these, 3, so you got, can I count right? 3, 6, 7, 8 recessed lights. But I love that we have our slider right here. So you have a little private area that you can take advantage of. Look at this. I'm telling you, this is exactly what you want. Okay, let me show you the full room and then we'll continue to the ensuite. So you see the neutral colors extends in here, more of like an off-white color, tall baseboards. You head into the ensuite and this is exactly what you get. Look at this. Okay. So you see we have the floating his and her sinks. You got your nice soaker tub straight ahead. You already got the shutters in place again inside of here. So even though you have the picture window straight ahead, you close that off, you are good to go. Nobody's seeing you. You don't have to worry about that. Let me pan over here. You see we have the LED exterior as far as on the mirrors are concerned. You also have like these LED strips inside of the drawers here. That's interesting. And that's actually the handles. Nice. Okay. So let me know what you think about the design there. You already got your shower wand, or your bath wand, I guess you could say. This is going to be your water closet, the black Or no, look, okay, I thought this one was the black toilet. You got the white toilet right there. But look how massive this waterfall shower head is. Look at that. Okay. Trust me, you'll get it clean in here, but you see that 0 threshold shower. Now you got 2 additional shower wands in there. And then you can obviously see you got some spouts right here. That's gonna hit you from all angles. So, man, I'll say about 30 seconds. That's all you need to get clean in there. Just kidding, don't do that. Okay, so here we go. Primary closet, you see the under cabinet lighting. You already got a full body mirror straight ahead. You see you got a designated vanity area right here. You already got the mirror installed. And I love that our shelving extends all the way to the ceiling. Got a nice oversized recessed light above there. You got your sleek drawers, and then you continue over here, like you even have another like hidden area. Pretty unique. I'm telling you, even though, you know, sometimes we go into these homes and you see different things, and the cool thing about it too, you know, is depending on your style, you may take 1 or 2 things and, you know, disregard everything else. It really just depends on your personal preference. But it's cool going here. You just get some ideas as far as some fixtures and things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue right here where our staircase landing is. You see, you already have the recessed lights. You got a nice tall window right there as well. You continue up here, and then this is going to be your loft. So before we continue or move forward, let me make sure you see right above our foyer. And then you already have your built-ins. As far as that, you got your 2-tone cabinetry. You see the quartz countertop extends in here. You got the glass panes inside of your cabinet doors. You can see how spacious and open this is. So if you wanted to hang out here with the entire family, you can do so. Just add the furniture here, maybe it's a couch or 2. Just kind of like a lounge area. Right here to the left, that's going to be your balcony. We'll get to that in a second. This will be overlooking your great room, as you can see. All right, let's get you outside so you can see. It's almost pitch dark, so I don't know if you could really see that much, but look how spacious this entire patio is. You already got your built-in speakers over here. You got 2 you got dual ceiling fans here. Looks like we got some like flagstone flooring. I think you can see a little bit. Can you imagine that view every single morning? Right now it's like 20 something degrees, but you can just hang out here and have a good time. Okay, loving what I'm seeing, but it's a little too chilly. Let's get you inside. Okay, so straight ahead, you see our media room, right? And this may ring some bells for another home that we've done. Look at that. You see the common theme. You already got your curtains. You got the starlights. Look at that. And there's some shooting stars up here as well. I didn't turn it on, but you already got your sconces. You already got your little movie pictures or the posters. They're illuminated. You got 6 additional theater chairs right here. You recline, brand spanking new. Still got the plastic on it. I'm telling you. And then of course you got the cove lighting. You have the like the crown molding, but then you also see it's kind of like, it looks like a drop ceiling or something of that magnitude. But of course they have this installed just for the right buyer. And then you have surround sound already installed. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. You go down this hallway right here. This is going to be a shared bathroom here. You see we have the walk-in shower, very similar materials inside of here. But the cool thing on this side, you already got your built-in shelving. So exposed shelving. Right here we got some additional quartz countertops. You already see that you have the floating vanity circle mirror with the LED installed inside of there. Right over here to the left, you got your toilet. Okay, let's see how spacious our secondary bedrooms are. Perfect placement for a queen size bed. You are good to go. Queen bedroom set. You already got the wooden LED ceiling fan, a ton of recessed lights in here, and then built-in cabinetry, or built-in, you know, just your built-ins in general. Get your built-in drawers right here. So a decent amount of space. Already have your racks, additional cubby space on the top. Loving it. Okay, so this will be your 4th bedroom, and there's a total of 5 bedrooms inside of here. So if you recall, you have the 2 downstairs, the guest suite, as well as the primary suite, and then up here you're gonna have 3. So what's interesting about this ensuite, you see we have the dual sinks. You already got your built-in cabinetry, dead center in the middle there. What you'll notice is they added this handle here, but it's not a drawer, right? It's just for some extra detail, just to give it a little bit more character. So let me know what you think about that. And you can see already right here, same materials. And then look at that. They already added the waterfall shower head inside of here. The shower surround continues all the way to the ceiling. Got some recessed lights. I didn't turn those on. Do apologize. And then what's interesting about this, look, this will lead you right back out to your loft right there. But then if you come right back here, this will be your 5th and final bedroom. So a ton of space inside of here, 0 carpet inside of the entire room, or really the entire house, I should mention. But every single closet you've seen, we have built-ins already ready to go. And then you head out here, you're right back to the loft. Okay, so before it gets too late, let me get you outside there. Gosh, it's probably, you would think it's like 9 or 10 o'clock right now. It's actually only like 6:20. Okay, so if you didn't want to slide the sliders open, of course, right? You have these this quick access door right here leading to your backyard. You can just hang out here. You don't have to worry about that, sliding those open. And then look at this. So you already got your stucco columns, your built-in grill, you got your beverage fridge straight ahead right there, Honeywell. You got a ton of counter space available. You got your high bar. You can add some stools there and have some family out there hanging out. Next time I'll make sure to come here during the daytime. Next tour we come out, that way you can see the full scope of this pond here. But it continues over there. I love the fact that they surrounded the entire perimeter and gated that off. So that way you section yourself off. And then it even extends over here. And like I said, you can see some of the built-in cameras ready to go, complete security system. And that's exactly what you get. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful property tour. All right, Rankin family, that was another beautiful property tour. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this particular home. Is this something you could see yourself living in? Would you make any modifications? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour.